Hello, you Darth Fuckknuckles. Jim Sterling here, and this is Star Wars Battlefront. Well, it's the Star Wars Battlefront beta, anyway, or beta, depending on what part of the world you live in. Here I am. I basically give a little quick look at everything. The AT-AT assault on Hoth, the survival mode on Tatooine, and the drop pod mission on the planet. I forgot what name of the planet it is. I should have cut this bit. This is just a loading screen. But I saw that I had the Darth Vader bit at the beginning of this video and thought, oh, that's quite good. I'll use that for the intro screen and then let this run on way too long. But that's fine. I can tell from the sound file that it's coming up soon. So anyway, get to be a snowtrooper. Awesome. I like being stormtroopers more than rebels because stormtroopers are cool. But anyway, here we go. Right, so we're partway through a match. This is like really... I've really not gotten very used to it yet, so I really am scrubbed here on it. There's a weird flash there that actually happened on the PS4 as well, just that weird sudden screen flash. I don't know what it is. But outside of that, it is a beautiful game, can't deny it. Obviously nowhere near as exciting as that first in-game footage trailer they showed. We all knew that would be the case, as I did a Jimquisition on it where I said that would be the case. But it runs very smoothly. It's very nice to look at. I love the snow effect. I love a lot of the ground details, actually. That's something that a lot of games overlook, are the ground details. I'm going to turn down on my microphone, on my headphones a little bit so it doesn't go in through the microphone. That was just me getting my a-hole kicked. That's fine. That's all fine. But anyway, yeah, the ground textures and details are really nice. You look at the snow and it kind of twinkles in the sunlight. You get that kind of like colourful, almost holographic lens style visual effect to it. Obviously the artistic design is nice and authentic. Here we are in the Rebel base and it looks just like it, you know, that's all fun. If I recall correctly, I just spent a lot of time just following these guys because they seem to know what they were doing. My partner and me there. The yellow one is your partner. You get partnered up with someone and they can serve as a spawn point if they don't die at the same time as you, which is pretty cool, but it can land you in trouble, as I've learned many times. If they're in the middle of a big firefight and you just spawn there, you can just walk into a death, you know. Also, if he doesn't know where he's going and I'm just blindly following him, then that's a thing. Spied a chance for a kill here. Did I get it? No. I shouldn't have stopped. It was me comically trying to run away from the thermal detonator and not managing it. Really not managing it. But yeah, it's alright. It's alright. I mean, I don't think this is going to be any particular Game of the Year material for me at this stage, but from what little I've seen, it could be awesome. But I certainly don't dislike it. I don't know what happened there. It's fun. I'm having a fun time with it. I'll probably be playing a bit more of it as well. I've tried to go for some long-range shit. I think I actually managed to score one kill with this thing. Yeah. That's the best I could hope for. Don't worry, I don't get another one. This is not really a range I'm comfortable operating at. No sniper me, not even with a turret. So I kind of gave up on that idea. Anyway, moving on. Huge open map, which is cool. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking there. There's no way I was going to manage that. Almost got him down. Almost whittled him. It's got a kind of a Gears of War system with the cooldown thing, where if you overheat and you press a button just at the right time, you can vent it quickly, and if you fuck it up, then your gun is buggered for a good while. The beta, of course, is... I tried to say beta and beta at the same time there. The Berta. There's me fucking it up. The Berta, lovely Berta, you're more than a dream. That was me saying Berta, and I got a kill assist there. If you notice, I actually have the aiming skill of a movie stormtrooper. So for me, this is a very authentic experience. You look at the wall here, you can see what I was saying about just the way the snow glistens, which is something I really enjoy. Anyway. I really felt like I should have got that kill, and I didn't. But I got fucked there. So yeah, the big maps, really, the combat's really chaotic, and it can be tough to tell, what, like, where the enemies are coming from. It's actually rather panic-inducing. For instance, there, you know, got 2 free kills out of it, and then was blindsided because I should have expected more. I mean, where there's smoke, there's fire, but you know, I was melee attacking the smoke, and then got the fire up me jacksy. I think here I was just I was convinced someone was up there, that was it. There wasn't. This bit was terrifying for me. Oh yeah, I'm talking in the past tense, just to let y'all know. I played this one on the PS4, pre-recorded using PS4 Share, just to get those details out of the way. Fucking terrible. I don't know if I included footage, there is... Maybe I included the footage, maybe I didn't. But there is footage I've got somewhere of me aiming with the sniper rifle, that sniper I've got, hitting someone with it, quickly switching to my regular blaster rifle, killing them, then through muscle memory, because the last shooting game I played on the PS4 was Uncharted, the Uncharted collection, pressing R1 to reload, even though there's no reloading here, throwing a thermal detonator into a rock and blowing myself up. So I got this awesome kill and then just fucked right up. It might be on here, it might not be. I'll try and dig it out, maybe throw it up at the end if it doesn't turn up. Anyway, this is the, for want of a better word, the single player mode. I don't know why I said that. It wasn't for want of a better word, because I used 3 words, and that's kind of what it is. It can also be played cooperatively, but I played it single player. It's basically a wave-based game, wave-based survival thing. I'm normally a fan of those. Here I found it a bit, I don't know, it's a bit lacking a little. I guess because the area is quite large, and the stormtroopers, at least in the beta, so I'm really caught between, I usually say beta because I've been living in America so long, but I've been watching a lot of video gamer TV, which is no secret, and they say beta. So I've been torn between my current location and my past, as I'm kind of saying beta and beta interchangeably, and sometimes just going beta, beta, beta. Anyway, let's see what's this one. Yeah, my enemy's coming within range. Let's talk about my testicles and penis. Oh yeah, this bit's, I should have cut this bit out as well. Basically, I have a fight with an ATST, and it takes forever, because this was my first foray into it, and I wasn't sure what I had at my disposal or how to fight it. I do fight it in the end. So we're just going to have a little sit back and just watch me run around like an idiot. I do enjoy these videos. I like the normal squirty plays where I play and commentate in the moment, live, as it were, except not really live. But these ones where, I can reflect on the footage and talk to you at a more casual pace, that's fun as well. Actually, no, I think this was the second ATST fight, because, yeah, by this time I learned what the fucking jump pad was. No, this was the first one. No, this does get boring. Look, I'm really selling this video to you, aren't I? Stay tuned for some really boring gameplay footage. Can't wait for that. Anyway, here's me running around in a bit of a panic. So yeah, this is set on Tatooine. It's, nice and authentic looking. So they really did go all out with the sound effects and the visual design to get a game that does feel properly Star Wars. And when I say proper Star Wars, I mean proper Star Wars. None of that fucking prequel shit. I mean, I'm not even a big Star Wars fan, but even I get angry at those prequels. And I'm really not a Star Wars fan. Like, I consider the original 3 movies like a pretty decent sci-fi fairy tale, you know? But I'm not massively into it. But there's just something about the way George Lucas approaches filmmaking that pisses me off. He's like a less waffly and up-his-own-arse David Cage. Marginally less up his own arse. I mean, that's just my opinion. But so I was so happy when I first found that Red Letter Media and those Plinkett reviews, because I was like, finally, there's someone who's put into words stuff that I can't put into words about how bad George Lucas is at stuff. Oh no, that was the less boring AT-ST fight. We're all right. But that was Admiral Akbar. Everybody loves him. Anyway, yeah, this is all right. Yeah, this footage is fine. I thought I'd edited it properly. I kind of worried that I hadn't, but it turns out I did. It turns out I mistrusted myself. This is a nice little system. It's kind of a cross between getting pickups in an old school shooter and having your own loadouts in the more modern shooter, in that you get your own loadouts in-game, but there are little pick-uppy things that you can get if you want to, and they can upgrade some of your things and give you stuff to play with, like the rocket launcher that I've got there, which I saving for someone special. So yeah, once the actual combat goes underway in this mode, it's pretty cool. It's just waiting for it to start, waiting for the stormtroopers to show up, you know? And I do like how they vary the stormtroopers as the wave goes on. You get the heavy trooper. That's one right there, heavy trooper. Got him with a headshot. And they use scout troopers as snipers, and you've got your regular sand troopers. I see potential in this mode. I'm a big fan of wave-based modes, you know, quote-unquote horde mode type things. I'm a huge fan of that kind of stuff. If every game had one of those modes, it might be one of the few aspects of homogeneous game design that I might be okay with. I think it's a very simple game type. But a very gratifying one. I was always a big fan of the War for Cybertron series, their particular take on that mode, and of course Horde mode from Gears. So I see potential in this. It could do with being a bit less stoppy-starty. I have a feeling that in the main game, because this only goes up a few waves. In fact, we're more than halfway through it. In the full game, it's a lot more expanded than this beta version. Beta version. This bit was fun. It's always fun to watch a jetpack go funny. Anyway, I do see... I mean, already this is a lot more action-packed. I actually cut out the beginning of this footage that I have of this mode. I mean, you'll notice it started not at Wave 1, because Wave 1 was boring as shit. That was fun. So, yeah, I can see myself doing some co-op-y stuff in here. I'm just looking forward to seeing how the full game ups the ante with this. I never get around to picking up the last drop pod. It's over there, but I never get to it. So here, I think we end up with a mix of stormtroopers and an AT-ST. There is a new AT-ST. That's an AT-ST. Sorry, I made myself giggle with my own stupid noise. My own dunderheaded behaviour. I didn't even bother trying to vent that properly. Didn't trust myself. So there's the... Get rid of this fucker. Send him flying. I mean, we got very heavily entrenched here. There's a lot of A lot of badgeons. Then just a quick tactical retreat, because I really did hang around too long trying to get that sniper. So yeah, by about wave 6, it gets a lot more interesting. Anyway, I finally used that rocket launcher I'd unlocked. Use the grenade launcher as well. It's good to have some explosives on hand. Really fighting the ATST is a lot of running and waiting for the grenade launcher to cool down. At least in this version of it. The beta version of it. I think here I was going for the drop pod. And then got distracted. Oh, I know I did get the drop pod. Oh no, I know what it is. I got the drop pod, but you got to defend it for a while before the unlocks come out of it, and I never got to the unlocks. That was it. Because I got sick of that ATST shit. Could just hear it stomping around, and I was like, just fucking stop it! That's what I say to ATSTs when I see them. Just fucking stop it! I don't know what I'm talking about at the moment. I am talking a load of old bollocking shit. For which I apologise. There we are. The pod was defended, and it's got glorious pickups that might have helped in this fight. But the ATST was stood between me and my goodies. Then I blew the shit out of it. And ran for the goodies at last without realising that it was done. so that was that. There's all 15 waves and more enemy types in the full game, as you can see. But we move over now to the drop pod mission. This game's all about defending those aforementioned drop pods. Here we are playing as the rebels. Nah, boring. Rebels are boring. I don't like being rebels. They're all just people. They don't have cool armour. They're just folks. That was a bad shot. There. Some funny ragdoll in there, though. So, I think this is footage in which I do alright. I don't do good, but I think I do alright here. I've got a lot more footage of me being fucking shit, which I elected not to put into this video. So again, what I'm saying about with the floor, like just the detail here is really nice. I think with this map though, there's a little bit of over detail. It's not difficult to get have your movement stunted by rocks and things. Not like the big rocks. I mean, just small little debris on the floor can hinder your progress, and it doesn't feel smooth. It actually feels like bad. You know, like something that shouldn't be there. That tactic for me never wins. I take damage and think, right, I'm going to run away. And when really I'm just showing them my back to shoot and just saying, place bullets here. Here I'm going for the drop pod. Which didn't happen because the fucking stormtroopers got there, wankers. Threw out a detonator anyway. Hopes that would have helped, it didn't. This game kind of has what I would call a cross between your Halo and your Call of Duty in terms of opponent's damage threshold. So it's like, you know, bit of sustained fire, you can take someone down, but all it takes is them doing, like, these fuckers hiding behind the crashed ships, and I'm like, god damn it, one blast away. I almost said one bullet away, but that wouldn't be accurate. Oh, here I'm going for it. Yes! Yes! That was pretty good. Again, not brilliant. I won't ever pretend that I'm particularly good at this game. I think maybe, you know, I'm alright at some first-person shooters. Now this I like. I don't know if we're gonna... I got shot. Fucking Deluni. Deluni pissed me off here. There's always one. In every online shooter, you get into a match, and there's always one fuck who pisses you off all the time. Yeah, there we go, got out of that. Got out of that! Threw that to no real effect. I was trying to point out there's some, like, wet slickness on some of the rocks that glisten in the sun, and it's fucking gorgeous. You know, I'm very much in the camp of those who say that the, you know, graphics don't make the game, especially say that Sony thinks we shouldn't be wasting so much money on it. But if you've got the money to spend, I ain't gonna say you're a badgeon for not making your game look pretty. And like glistening off a wet rock formation, that was fucking awful. Like you can just see here, but I swear there's some proper close-up looks, and I love it. Kill assists, always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Okay, there we go, going for it again. We did get it. I think this is our pod activation streak. Nice. You know, I don't think I kept the footage of that brilliant, of me being really skilled and then really stupid. That's a shame, thinking about it. Oh well. I didn't think I've got it. But anyway, here we go. That should have been an easy kill, but I fucked up big time. Oh no, I did get him. Haha! Couldn't even remember. Totally obsessed with Mysterio I am. I just saw those landing lights, those globular landing lights there, and instantly wanted to put one on my head. It's a friend of mine, Jill. I was hanging out with her in her city last year, and at her apartment place, the parking garages, not the garage, just the parking lot area, had those lamps with the spherical, the big globe-like lights, and they were like thick white, and they looked exactly like Mysterio's helmet, and I really, really wanted to nick one. I kind of ran into a big nest of stormtroopers there, but I was so busy telling my stupid, pointless, not funny anecdote about Mysterio helmets that I neglected to point out that was actually really good shottage of that wet sun rock that I was talking about. Oh well. I mean, the sunlight effects in particular are quite nice. I mean, I'm not often a fan of lens flare and shit like that, but this did look nice. Maxio. I mean, that was my fault. Sometimes I just get... It's one of my biggest problems in games like this. I get obstinate about... No, I will stand here and I will shoot you. And one of us is going down. And I often lose that bet. I did hit them with that sniper, though. That was pretty cool. Unfortunately, shitty sniper was not the one-hit kill I was hoping for. And instead I just ran into Deluni's gunfire. Like a tit. Like a big old tit. So, we are coming up to the end of the footage now. Hope you have been enjoying my impressions of the game. Critical kill assist. Assist, that should have been a kill. Ah, well. You win some, you lose some. Or in my case, you lose some, you lose some, you lose some, you lose some. You get a bit of a win and then you're back to losing. As Maxio just evidenced. So yeah, basic gym impressions of the whole thing. Seems pretty decent. Seems fun. Seems obviously high quality, high production. The online's running really nicely, though of course, this is just the beta, and EA and online stuff's always a bit, but I can see this being a lot of fun. Maybe not the Battlefront of old, with some of the stuff that isn't in it and all that stuff, but it has potential, and I always fall into those horrible death pits. That was horrific. That was Barack Joe Bamax that did that. Well done them, though. Well done them. thought he was yelling "pussy, pussy" then. That's another thing I like about this game. Not the appearance of much pussy. The constant talking of characters. It's one of the things I like from Gears of War, and it's one of the things I felt missing from stuff like Killzone. I like hearing characters, like the actual character dialogue, talking during the fight, you know? That's what I like to see. Or, well, rather, hear. Makes it all the more dynamic. It makes things like Killzone feel a little more sterile, whereas here it's a lot more dynamic, just hearing the rebels yelling and everything. The rebel yell, as it were. But anyway, that's that. I'm going now. Bye. Had to do that quickly because the footage cuts off there. Which I realise I've just undermined because I'm talking now, even though the screen's completely black. So I could have taken all the time in the world, but I am going to go now. Bye. Yeah.